Shalom, Shalom. First foremost, we would like to give all praise, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Chakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the Hebrew Israelites. We come today with brother Tasayar, and we're going to make a lesson concerning the Daniel chapter 2 breakdown, and this is going to be part 1. Okay, so without further ado, bro, let's get it with Daniel chapter 2, verse 1.
Con. So this is Daniel chapter 2, verse 1. It reads, "And in the second year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him."
So as you can see, it's not only for Israelites that can receive these dreams and visions from the Most High, because Nebuchadnezzar, he was not an Israelite, and he was the Babylonian king, okay, and he had came to Judah and taken the southern kingdom over pretty much, okay, and he brought some youngings, you can say, out of Judah to Babylon, okay, to be to be servants, okay, to help in the matters of the kingdom of Babylon, okay. So he received a dream, okay, a vision in the night, and he's gonna go into it. So you got it, bro.
Con. Verse 2. "Then the king commanded to call the magicians and the astrologers and the sorcerers and the Chaldeans, for to show the king his dreams. So they came and stood before the king."
So that's exactly how it was also in Egypt. You had these so-called wise men that resorted unto witchcraft, but in reality they are not in tune with the high spirituality. They are witches and warlocks, okay, wizards, and it's also going to show in this lesson that their knowledge is very, very limited, and is comparable to what Pharaoh and the Egyptians was trying to do in the time of Moses. So you got it, bro.
Con. Verse 3. "And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream."
Go ahead.
Verse 4. "Then spake the Chaldeans to the king in Syriac, O king, live forever. Tell thy servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation."
Go ahead.
Verse 5. "The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, The thing is gone from me. If ye will not make known unto me the dream with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill."
So the king Nebuchadnezzar, he put a very high quality test for his magicians and astrologers, because he said that, yeah, I saw a dream, and I'm not going to tell you what I saw in the dream, but you have to tell me what my dream was, which is that's damn difficult. The scriptures say that with the Most High nothing is impossible, but hey, that's not easy, man. Trying to that's not a thing that you naturally just do, without spiritual powers, that you just know by looking at another person. Yeah, this is what you dreamt of last night. And he said that if you don't get it right, what I dreamt of last night, I'ma kill you and your family. This is what he says. Ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill. So he wasn't playing, man. So go ahead, bro. Verse 6.
Con. Verse 6. "But if ye show the dream and the interpretation thereof, ye shall receive of me gifts and rewards and great honor. Therefore show me the gift, Salakia, show me the dream and the interpretation thereof."
Go ahead.
Verse 7. "They answered again and said, Let the king tell his servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation of it."
Gone. So they already said in the verse 4 that, hey, just tell us the dream and then we will give the interpretation. But Nebuchadnezzar was already on thinking that, yeah, these motherfuckers, they're just gonna make something up. If I tell them the dream, then they're just gonna freestyle something. Yeah, it means this, that, yeah, you're gonna receive so much riches, and you know how these pleasers be, like the NATO chief Mark Rutte. Did you see, bro, the text message that he had sent to Donald Trump?
I haven't seen that yet.
God, so it was in the news that he was sending a message to Donald Trump, basically kissing his ass, saying that, hey, you're just a man, with your victories, you're making Europe to pay in the NATO bills, you're just making things happen, and with very uh, soft words, trying to please the king of Babylon, okay, the current king of Babylon, which is Nero, okay. But the same kind of ass kissing was going on in these times. They was just saying that, show us the dream, and then, we're gonna tell you what it is. But Nebuchadnezzar, he wasn't on that. So go ahead, bro. Verse 8.
Verse 8. The king answered and said, I know of certainty that ye would gain the time, because ye see the thing is gone from me.
God, so they was trying to play time, because they were scared. They was like, hey, if we don't, get the dream right, if we say something, hey, we're gonna be done away with, man. So they was trying to play it safe. But you got it, bro.
Verse 9. But if ye will not make known unto me the dream, there is but one decree for you. For ye have prepared lying and corrupt words to speak before me, till the time be changed. Therefore tell me the dream, and I shall know that ye can show me the interpretation thereof.
Yeah. So he wanted to see if these, astrologers and magicians, if they was, on the game, or if they was just bullshitting pretty much. So go ahead.
Verse 10. The Chaldeans answered before the king and said, there is not a man upon the earth that can show the king's matter. Therefore, there is no king, lord, nor ruler that asked such things at any magician or astrologer or Chaldean.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. And it is a rare thing that the king requireth, and there is none other that can show it before the king, except the gods whose dwelling is not with flesh.
So they was pretty much saying that only the gods, which they going off, the gods, they're on the left hand side. There's only one power. His name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahweh Shai. But these other nations always have these, different so-called gods, and they were saying that not human being cannot break this down. Only these gods. So they was just trying to make up some excuses, man. So go ahead, bro.
Yeah, they were pretty much saying it's impossible what you're asking of us.
Yeah, exactly.
So verse 12. For this cause the king was angry and very furious, and commanded to destroy all the wise men of Babylon.
Khan and eight. In these wise men of Babylon were also included Daniel and his three friends, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, who had the Hebrew, the Babylonian names of Meshach, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Okay, so go ahead, bro.
Verse 13. And the decree went forth that the wise men should be slain, and they sought Daniel and his fellows to be slain.
Khan. So there was also after the Hebrews. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 14. Then Daniel answered with counsel and wisdom to Arioch, the captain of the king's guard, which was gone forth to slay the wise men of Babylon.
Khan, go ahead.
Verse 15. He answered and said to Arioch, the king's captain, why is the decree so hasty from the king? Then Arioch made the thing known to Daniel.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time, and that he would show the king the interpretation.
Daniel already had faith because he was already thinking that, hey, with the Most High nothing is impossible. Just give time, and we will be able to, it will be shown. It will be shown. Okay, it will work. He was thinking that it will be revealed. He had big faith, man.
Khan,
He had big faith, bro. Khan. Uh, so you can go ahead.
Khan, verse 17. Then Daniel went to his house and made the thing known to Hananiah, Mishael, Salakia. I'm butchering it, but Mishael and Azariah, his companions.
Khan. And you see, check out the next verse. What was the first thing they did? Go ahead.
Khan, verse 18. That they would desire mercies of of the God of heaven concerning this secret, that Daniel and his fellows should not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon.
Yeah, and who is the power of heaven is Yahweh. Okay, so they wasn't tripping. They wasn't having a huge panic attack. Hey, what should we do? What should we do? Oh my God, we are so you know oh my days, what can we? No, but they want to pray to Yahweh Hashem, to Yahweh. Okay, they want to pray to Yahweh, and to understand that that is the only resolution, pretty much. And why I say not Bahasham Yahweh Shai, because at that point they didn't have the knowledge of Yahweh Shai on that level, man. So go ahead, bro.
Con, verse 19. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the God of heaven.
Yeah, so you see, so after that, during the night time, the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had, the same dream was given to Daniel. So that was the way then that he was able to move forward with it. Okay, so that's the thing that seemed impossible for the magicians and astrologers, the wise men of the Babylonians, it was made possible through Yahweh. Okay, so go ahead, bro.
Con, verse 20. Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. And that name is Yahweh.
Yep, that's right. Go ahead.
Con, verse 21. And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him.
So with the Most High, all things are possible, man. So go ahead, the last verse of this part one.
Con, verse 23. I thank thee and praise thee, O thou God of my fathers, who hast given me wisdom and might, and hast made known unto me now what we desired of thee. For thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter.
Yeah, so pretty much he was saying, we delivered, man. Hey, he knew that after that, he and his brethren, what was the name, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, they would be saved, and also the other Hebrews that were there. They knew that they was safe, man. Okay, because at that, if you look at the verse, Salaki, at chapter 1, there was also other children that they came to Babylon. Okay, but it was these four, Daniel and Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, that really found favor in the sight of the king Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, so for the others, I'm not certain if they was above or if they was among the wise men that were under the threat, but at least these four men, Daniel and his 3 brethren, if they didn't, come up with an answer to the king, fast, they would be done away with, man. They would be destroyed. You see, so what they did, they prayed unto the Most High. The Most High Yahweh gave the answer, and after that, Daniel, he thanked, he gave praise to the Most High, because he was like, we saved now, we good, now we're able to breathe,
Con. Yeah, and I'll add one thing. We can take inspiration from this chapter, because we're going to be in a similar situation real soon when Esau's going to go after the elect. So all we're going to have to do is just pray to the Lord and have faith that he'll deliver us as well.
Yeah, that's it, bro. That's it. And it's in Exodus chapter 4 that you see that Moses, he had that his stick, okay, it became a serpent, and after that, when he went in front of Pharaoh, which might be the 5th chapter of Exodus, I will have to look it up. It's in Exodus anyway. The snake that came out of the rod of Moses, it ate the snake that came out of the rod of the wise men. Okay, showing that the spiritual power on the right hand side is far superior than on the left hand side, which you can also see in this history concerning Daniel, that these magicians, astrologers, the sorcerers of the Babylonians, they couldn't come up with the answer, but Daniel, through Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, was able to come up with the answer, man. So like the brother said, we have nothing to be afraid of, because we know that our power that we serve is more powerful than Satan on the left hand side, that these powers that be today, these new world orders, these banking families, Rothschilds, Rockefeller, secret societies, they pray Satan, which is power on the left hand side. We pray to Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, who are the powers on the right hand side, who are far superior. Okay, so like the brother said, even in these times, we have nothing to be afraid of.
Con. And I'll add one thing before we close out. Jumping back to verse 20, I'm going to read it again. Daniel answered and said, "Blessed be the name of God forever." What's the name of God? It's Yahweh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's another thing that we know the Lord is dealing with us, because we have his name. We were blessed with we got his name back, and not everybody has his name. People are calling on Jesus, on God. So,
Yeah. If you're doing that, you cannot expect to be delivered. You have to call on Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai.
Con.
Yeah. So with that, we're gonna close it out. We're gonna come back with part 2 in the near future, Lord willing. And in closing, we want to give all praise, glory, and highest honor to Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Chakadash, and Shalom on to the next one.
Shalom.